All right, so Twitch should be okay, but the YouTube is giving me some headache here. All right, let's see if we can actually get this thing. And this is the last time I'm gonna check this YouTube. If you don't work, then I'll stay with Twitch then. Where's my live? Dude, where's my live? Okay, so we're back. Okay, awesome. Is this is not the same stream, is it? It's a different one, right? You can't click on the old one that I sent and get into this stream. It's a new one, right, Sneaker? I'm talking to the YouTube guys. So hold on. Welcome back, I guess. So sorry about earlier, guys. We had disconnection on the YouTube part of the stream, so I had to disconnect everything. So make sure everything's working fine. Now I think we are seeing, confirmation that it's working on the YouTube as well as the Twitch. I can see that Twitch is definitely working without any issues. Okay. All right, welcome back, guys. Sorry about that earlier. And if you are joining, you might have to change the streams quite a few times to get the whole thing for the day. I probably wouldn't have the time to link them together. If I do, I will link them for future reference to make it easy for you guys. Yeah, your snow is messing up ours, man. Your hailstone is coming affecting us, of course. Yeah. But it should be good. I think we are good to go. Now, as usual, guys, it's 9:15 a.m. EST. So I'm going to quickly grab myself a cup of coffee, top up with some caffeine. And then I'll be back. 5 minutes. 5 minutes break. All right. Yes, sir. See ya. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. What's up? What's cooking? What is cooking? This guy again. Get him out of here. Who allowed him here? Looks like a, what is it called? Is that hobo? Hobo? It's called hobo? Shopify? You're looking at Shopify? Cool, cool. Let me have a look at that in a minute. And Amazon as well, you are looking at, right? T is level. Okay, cool, cool, cool. 4830 is your level. Let's get that looking at. Here we go. All right, let's first look at Amazon. A hobo. Yes, sir. Who is this hobo? Hobo. Amazon is gapping up slightly, so I think relative strength is there. How's earlier when I looked at SPY? Okay, so SPY basically took out this level. This is the one I was talking about, guys. Now we are looking at strength. Okay, we're looking at that first case scenario where it took out this little gap. Actually, gap fills. Now it's a gap up, right? And we are looking at strength now. As long as this 450 level holds, we are going to be looking into longs on the other ones. So now, having a look at that, we've got our Amazon, our Snicker boys mentioning this. Where was your on Amazon? Let me just find where was your level. What were you looking at? All right, and nevertheless, I'm just gonna see what I see. So Amazon looks kind of, if SPY starts to, yeah, Amazon daily is not bad. Nice little reversal, very good. Yeah, I think this is it's got a relative strength as well. Yeah, it looks kind of good. Looks kind of good, but what is the level? 101.60s. So it's gapping up again. I think 101 also could be in the, it's too close, yes, but I think 100 is a better level and 150 is a better level. Yeah, Amazon still I will rely on this 100 level more, and 150 level definitely is probably stronger one. Why? Because we have yesterday's close on that one as well, and 150, and in between the it's basically the mean reversion area anyways, so that's why. Yeah, it really is, isn't it? What else are you looking at then? Shop. Yep, shop. Shop is gapping up as well. I want a short shop actually. I'm a bit short biased on it, but today intraday level is looking straight up. Looks strong. Relative strength is definitely there. Yeah, I mean it could be, but daily, looking at the daily, I want to short it when SPY starts to weaken. So this will be on my short list, to be honest, if SPY starts to weaken. But at this point, I'm not looking for shorts in any of those because SPY isn't doing what I expected to do for shorts. In fact, I'll probably be looking into some longs. Yeah. Okay, so Shopify at 4830 level. So you are looking at shorting opportunities at 48.30s, which I kind of like that idea of shorting at 48.30s if you're looking at that. And I can see why you say this, because it's that the close. Is this what you were mentioning? You know, right at the close of the yesterday's final VWAP price is your level, basically, right? Which kind of makes sense. Okay, if that's the case, then yeah, I think that there's something to it. There's something to your madness. What does it say? What is it called? There's something to your there's madness to your whatever. Can't speak, guys. Can't speak. It really is madness. What's up, Oasis? Welcome, buddy. Method to your madness. Yes, there we go. Oasis, there we go. Method to your madness. Yeah. Oasis came for the win. No. Okay. All right, guys, we are due to open in about 6 minutes, right? 4 minutes. Yeah, 4 minutes, 3 minutes. So wish you best of luck. Take it easy, guys, and wait for your setups. I know I'm gonna be doing that, hopefully, and hopefully I'm not gonna miss anything good today. Yeah. Anything good happening? Let's have a look. I'm mostly short biased on these names like CVNA, BuzzFeed. Sophie is the only one that I think there's a strength to it. Sophie could have a strength to the second day continuation for the longs. BBAI was a really decent day yesterday, but it's gapping down now, so short opportunities maybe. HSCS, I want this to be popping a little bit so that I can short it. IQ, yes, IQ is a decent one for second day continuation, especially if it breaks that 7, even before 7. So this level at this point is quite crucial. It needs to break and stay above this, and that could be something you can keep an eye on. Oasis breaks this zone here close to 7s or even 7s, breaks and holds. This has a continuation, a second day continuation play on this one. IQ, quite clear. The rest of the stuff are not for you, I think, because you probably won't be able to trade these. GMVD, possible shorting opportunity for me. That's more like it, Snicker. Enter randomly. Don't disappoint us. GMVD. Okay. I guess. All right, so I'm gonna clean up my charts here. Ding, ding, ding. We're open. Let's go, guys. Best of luck. Tesla is washing off really strongly. Let's have a look at Tesla. Look at Tesla, guys. Boy, oh boy. Dude, Tesla just actually literally went to 160 to 78, 80s and then just popped. Look at that sniping opportunity, scalping opportunity there. Oh, I know, man. I know. We'll definitely miss you for sure. But it is what it is. Life continues. But yeah, we will definitely miss you, man. It's gonna be hard for us to not have you on the stream. We're used to you every single day. So hopefully Snickers is gonna keep me entertained. Otherwise, I might say, you know what, guys, I'm not gonna stream today. Look at this scalping opportunity on the 163 bounce. Tesla. Juicy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, GNS. Oh, GNS. Oh, GNS. What is GNS up to? Ooh, something crazy, I guess. Yeah, I know you will. I know you will. Well, it's great to have you guys anyways every single day. Keep me company. That's what matters. It makes it more entertaining, makes it much more easier for me as well. So I appreciate you guys being here every single day. I know Oasis is a hardcore fan. He's always watching me, and even if he needs to go toilet, he takes the stream with him, right? GMVT. Okay. Patience is key. Sometimes it's not key when it comes to something like fast runners. So you have to be quick as well sometimes. GNS is actually under 5, so that's looking good. Under 5. Didn't I borrow on GNS? I thought I borrowed on GNS. What? Oh, GMVD. Okay. So here we go. Huh? All right, looking at GNS as well, possible shorting opportunities. I want to wait for it to start. Okay, GMDVD actually is going for it. Yeah, it looks definitely, as I was mentioning, that 400, the zone that I created earlier was the area that I needed to stay above now. As long as it stays above this area here, this zone here, we're going to call it bullish for sure. By the way, Oasis, our XM, XM swing from a few days ago is not too bad. I was expecting kind of bigger move. This was my average, 1450s. I'm still holding on to it, to be honest. I actually added yesterday. Yesterday I added to it around this area here, I believe. Could have been this area. I know it was very close to 1540s, so it's around this area I added to it. So my average still is under, my average still is around this area here. So I'm good to go on it. As long as it still holds above 15, I'm going to still keep on. Now today, if we start to see a run towards 16s, very close, which actually was very close. So we should have taken some partial here actually. In fact, right about now, as a partial is due on this one. Just before 16s. I know it's 20 cents away, which is huge for a $15 stock, but a partial definitely is due on this one. So I'm going to look into partialing on XM. 1470. Okay, that's really good. 1470 is still really good. I mean, there's no like for us. You don't like. There's nothing that is doing that to make us be worried about this one. I mean, even if we get few days of pullbacks, small little pullbacks, as long as 15 holds, we're good to go. In fact, on the pullback to 15s, if it starts to hold, and this might happen in the next few days, a few weeks, but the more time it takes around that area, the more things are going to catch up to it. This is the problem. I mean EMAs and the other EMAs aren't catching up, and it needs to slowly catch up to them. So once it does that, I don't even mind adding to it, to be honest. But the question is, if it does tend to come down, bigger pullback, because we have to remember, it is actually from 11s all the way to 1450s. Now it's trading at 16s, quite a bit of move, right? Not as much as to be worried about, but we might see a bigger pullback under 14s. Then it starts to go because it wants to catch up to the mean, right? Reversion to the mean. But hopefully we're gonna bank in some, and then make sure that we don't lose anything on it by putting our stop on break even. So at this point, it's clearly stop to break even. If it takes us out, takes us out. Otherwise, it's a free trade. It's a free trade. Isn't it a great feeling to have a free trade running, and the opportunities or possible opportunity to get a massive reward on this one is high, right? Look at this bad boy, guys. Like 16 breaks. This is why I keep on telling 16, 16. After that, maybe 1630s, but then huge room towards 18s. Huge room towards 18. So I like the daily. I like. The only thing is, just the follow through could have been stronger, but hopefully we will get that one day. And when we get it, it's probably going to be strong. Thank goodness I didn't take GNS, guys. GNS did that yesterday as well, if you remember. GNS definitely did this yesterday. There you go. There's your clue there, Oasis. There's the clue there. And if we actually can this is the really crucial part. If we can hold on and survive for our swings when the market is in that pullback mode, 2-3 days of pullback, small little pullback days is fine. But once it starts to bounce, then that's when you will see some decent moves happening. That's what I'm waiting for, actually. So, and you know, Oasis, I think since you're going to be busy with, maybe you know, look into some swing ideas. Just study some swing chart. I'm going to send you some, okay? I've got about 10 charts that I want you to look at and study, maybe, and then we'll discuss what the possible entry options are on those for the next maybe month or 2 months, which is going to keep you in check. What do you think about that? This way, you're going to at least get some idea of some swing, how to handle them, what we're looking at as well. And that's pretty much what you need to be doing at this point. Nothing more than that, because you seem to be quite busy, which might be actually a good thing. There we go. Our XM is about popping towards 1590. And I'm a sissy, so I might take some... When it comes to first partial on swings, guys, I know I take it too early. Right about now, you see that pop? And our SPY is popping. Why would we take this, right? Now look at our SPY. SPY is popping as well. Really nice, looks strong, above 401. Now this is a more clear level. It's actually bounced from 401s. And there you go. 1610s are getting hit on our XM. Our you know, swing is doing extremely well. Not extremely well, but doing really well. 1, 2, 3 days of yeah, time to take some partial, guys. I've got to take some partial. I can't just sit here and do nothing. You know what I mean? Do nothing. All right, I took some, guys, around just over 16. Just to update you on my swing, basically. Just over 16 or 4s or 3s, somewhere there, I took some partials. And I am, you know, worst case scenario, the remaining is on break even, which is way down there. Yeah, I've got scanners as well. You can actually keep an eye on them. I'll share the scanners with you, which you can transfer to TradingView. Here's the thing. This we might see on XM. We might see a pullback again to the mean towards 1580s, 1575. I've actually taken out right there. 1604s, I believe. And what will happen is, if it starts to actually hold around this area here, I'm going to probably add to it. But that's just me making sure that it actually hangs around that 1584, 1580s, even lower. It could go a bit lower, that's fine, but as long as it doesn't actually take out that VWAP. But even if it does take out the VWAP, I'm not going to come out of my swing completely. No, it's there to be running. So I'm going to send you the tickers. Actually, I'm going to send you the charts. And I want you to maybe get familiar with what I look at and how I look at things. And we can discuss that, what I see in them. In fact, yeah, if we do ever do a webinar, it might be ideal to actually discuss that instead of pre-market, because that's not being useful to you at this point. And anyways, we've done quite a bit of pre-market analysis together. We can pitch in a day maybe of pre-market analysis if you have time, but we can spend some time on those charts, specifically on those charts, why I put those and what the reasons are and what I'm looking for. All right. So yeah, that'll be good. Oasis, looking forward to that actually. Is there? Okay, SPY is kind of not being able to. It's just chopping around basically. We can't just call it weak at this point. It's still over our level. It's still strong to me, and you need to be looking at the bigger picture. We have a, yeah, we have a. I think we're going into a stronger market from here onwards, unless something I would say something fundamentally changes in the global economy, right? Global economy. What I mean by that is the war escalation and stuff like that. But we are seeing a strength coming into the markets, and to be honest, in the long run, we should be looking into maybe swinging some decently growth stocks, looking into some growth stocks and keeping it in our portfolios. That's probably going to yield much better results for us in the next, I would say, next coming months. That's my, and that's what I'm doing as well, guys. You might have seen me. You might have noticed. I mean, I'm pretty sure Oasis has noticed that I have shifted towards more of swing ideas lately. Why wasn't I shifted? Why wasn't I even talking about swing ideas barely in 2022? Because the conditions weren't really great for that. Conditions weren't really helping. I remember that, right? Everybody was there, 2022, right? We had this. You know, we had this 2022 war. You know, we had. It's not showing the whole thing, but you get the idea, right? Now we are actually coming out of. Hopefully, we're coming out of that scenario, that environment. It's still early to call, but I would really like it to be coming out of it quicker than later, right? So, right. Let me share. While I'm not looking at anything at this point, because I can't take any trades apart from CVNA. Looks good though. CVNA looks kind of good. CVNA is right there. Yeah, it was due for this is actually a good one. CVNA. Hold on, guys. CVNA looks good. So the stop is about what, 30 cents. Yeah, stop is about 30 cents. Okay. Let's have a look. But the issue with this one is a strong stock, so we can't be expecting too much from it. CVNA. What does it look like? Let's locate this bad boy. 0.8. Okay, well, let's try and let's see. The problem with this is we've got a strong SPY. SPY is strong, guys. Please try to not fight that if you can. Okay, try not fight that if you can. Please don't try to fight the fight that you're gonna lose. Please don't do it. And look for only what? Look for only what? Look for only longs. All right, I am. All right, here we go on CVNA. Let's go take the lows out. Come on, buddy. I've started a bit early before it took out the lows, so I might have to be quick on the exit. I started here, 1024s. Might be a bit higher than that, 1025s. 1025 is the short on CVNA. There we go. Let's go, baby. And my stop basically is over this area here. So looking quite decent right about now. And GNS is looking really good for a possible long, actually. GNS is looking for a long right there, but I just don't trust it though. Okay, this is coming back, which is not good. The CVNA could easily squeeze as well, so I have to be very careful with this one, yeah? And if I have to, I'll take a small loser or a break even. It's perfectly fine. 34. And 30. I just don't like it. CVNA, I don't like it. I am out. CVNA break even. CVNA break even. So 1020. Yeah. So I don't like it the way it actually broke the low and came back in. This is actually a reversal. I might be looking into longs on this one, to be honest. Yeah, I don't like it. So that's pretty much a break even here. I took it out here. So that's a nil trade, I would say. Unless this spiked me out or just scared me out, which is fine, perfectly fine, because it wasn't doing what I expected to do. So I'm actually looking for possible, maybe longs on it if it starts to curl back up. Look at GNS. Dude, GNS is, this is where I was saying long opportunity there, 550 and 570. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That is a good one. Okay. Our XM is kind of looking for another opportunity there as well, our 16s. So I might just. Okay, let's see. Let's wait for SPY. And SPY, our SPY is doing okay. Kind of okay. Just a bit choppy. Just which is fine. I think from a day like yesterday, we expect kind of a bit of a chop. That's why I was mentioning that is our third case scenario. So we are in that third case scenario where it's a bit choppy, narrow range day, and it hasn't taken out, and it's not trending basically. It's just having a hard time deciding. So it's pretty much, yeah. Those are the days where you're gonna get. You might get a lot of volume, yes, but it's just not deciding. It's usually inside day. So if that's the case, then yeah, GNS is looking very strong. To be honest, it's attacking the highs again, and whoever took any trade over 550, they are looking good. To be honest, but just be careful with the rug pull if it does come in. Just make sure that you actually have your hard stop. Just give it enough time if you can, enough space on GNS. Shop might have its own catalyst for not following SPY, but it kind of is. It's actually relatively strong, so it's got better catalyst. I know it's Shop. I have been trying to swing this, as you can see. This, look at this, guys. Remember this day, Shop. This day, I think I took longs on it few attempts on it. In fact, I was gonna hold it for this move. So I don't catch my swings, guys. I don't really catch them, all of them. I mean, I only catch like 30% of the swings that I look at and try to enter, because they whip me out. Because what I do is I keep my risk low and then just swing it. So this is what happened. The second after that few days later, it actually came back with another opportunity, but I think I was looking at 40 break, if I'm not mistaken, and it just, I think I might have missed that one. GNS also looks like a reversal from here. That looks like a possible reversal, maybe. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Anyway, so Shopify has its own sort of mind, although it does follow SPY. As you can see, the last day was red, so as SPY. So you can see that last day on SPY was red, and we've got on Shop as well, same thing. Last day was red, right? But nevertheless, if you're looking for longs on Shopify, I definitely agree, because it's a much relative strength stock, much higher relative. Amazon also is showing relative strength, by the way. Amazon, if you are ever looking at, anybody looking at Amazon, is looking really decent. Shopify and Amazon's price action looks very similar, which means it's showing strength. Look at the level that we left behind. Didn't even try to attempt to actually go to that. Now our level we gotta take it up a notch. We gotta take it up a notch right now. That's our level there. Okay, so that's Amazon. Let's have a look at our shop. What did it do? Well, yeah, it's still hanging around at right at the highs, close to the highs, and our SPY is trying to sort of go for the high of day break as well. High of day break, SPY is going for it, so Shopify is going to look really nice. Shopify is looking good. The only thing with Shopify is it's very low ATR stock. But looking good. This is what I can say to you. Looking good. Look at this. It's attacking the highs and bringing the volume. Yes. Look at this, guys. I want to really talk about this. Okay. Maybe later once everything is confirmed, because the volume is really, really nice. But we don't want to see. What you don't want to see is if it does reject from there and we have higher volume. If it rejects from there with low volume is fine. That's pretty normal. But when they're on the break of this high of day, we want to see good volume coming in. That's usually a sign that, yeah, it wants to continue higher. Looking quite decent. 402.50 is a level that on daily we were watching. Yep. Looking good. Right, good. You just wait for the SPY to actually take out that high of day. I think after that we might have a run. Again, don't ignore the fact that we could have a choppy day. So that means you will either have to be patient with the stop, but make sure that you control the stop, obviously. But yeah, shop looks strong relative to the SPY for sure. And the SPY is in that chop. So this is why it's affecting shop as well, right? This whole rejection from the high of day on SPY is affecting everything else. Even Apple, Tesla, we're seeing some sort of a pullback coming in. So see what it does around the VWAP if it does pull back to the VWAP. So far, choppy. Baba? Shopify. Dude. Okay, so on the CVNA, it actually did shank me out. I agree. CVNA is going for what I expected it to go. So yeah, CVNA, unfortunately, it was a fake out to me. Usually I keep these things, but then CVNA, I'm not really sure about that because it's usually a very when it does run, it squeezes very, very strong. So I exited it early here because as I was expecting it to break down, it didn't, and it came back to the zone that I didn't want it to come back. So that's why I took it off. You don't go broke taking a stop on the break even, but also you also miss some opportunities as well by doing that. It's a double-edged sword, guys. So, but I just don't like it now, anyways, because if you can see that from here, 1120 is all the way to 10. So we've got $1.20 move from the highs to the lows now, which is at $11 stock. That's 10%, right? Already 10% move has been done, and I believe this only moves 10% anyways, ADR recently. So ATR is already down. It's already done its ATR move, right? So what are you gonna do? Oh, okay. Yeah, SPY is a VWAP flush. Yeah, we are seeing that, and volume is coming in. So that could be the rejection that we were kind of waiting for, or like basically kind of worried about. The volume is rising on this move down, so this is the real move down. Hopefully this area holds. We'll see. I think this is the real move, starter of a real move. Yes, there you go. So we might, yeah, we might see some pullback on the SPY. Looks like it wants to do that, guys. We'll see. But the volume that's rising on this move down is not looking good. Baba, come, Baba, come. Yeah, I mean, this is already under VWAP, so I mean, I would have probably these are the levels. There's quite a lot of levels at on the SPY. That, for example, red to green or green to red is another level that you gotta pay attention to. We've got 200 here, so quite a lot of support at the bottom here. It has to go through a lot. So unless SPY is very weak, I don't think it's able to. It's probably going to be able to do that. 480. So we've got level here. We got level here. We got level here. We got level here. So 3 levels it needs to go through. So I'm going to wait up on it. If I'm already in a trade, if my plan was to actually take out my stop loss right there and then, I probably would have taken. But if the plan wasn't to do that and wait for these levels to be respected, then yeah, I would have waited. So it's kind of difficult to say really. What was the original plan? You've got to stick to the original plan basically. You see this zone here, how it's being respected, right? Just literally, this is your stop runs, guys. Look, this chop, this is what I was expecting. So we are still not in a trending environment. We are still in that choppy environment, which is kind of not a good time to be taking any trades. Boy, oh boy, I'm going to regret the CVNA early exit. And our XM basically is doing recently okay, I guess. I mean, what can we say? What can we say to that, right? What can we say? VKTX. XM, where's our XM? All right, so that's looks like a short, to be honest, on SPY. That looks like a short, guys. Be careful. Now be careful taking any longs. Be careful. This looks weakness. That's actually a setup to short. And you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Right here, Tesla could be a short right now. But the issue is we've got levels here that needs to go through. That's why not really keen, but there's a bounce coming in. Okay, let's see what this bounce does. It's crucial to see what this bounce does. Okay, I'm gonna be taking Tesla short, guys. Tesla short. All right. This thing. I'm waiting for the SPY to do something, and just waiting on it. All right, I'm in. 160. Oh, what an entry. 167.20. 167.20. 167.20. Right there somewhere. Anyways, I'll mark it up later, guys. So I'm short Tesla. I just want to make sure that it stays under the VWAP. Sometimes it can be Tesla can be very choppy, guys. it takes a long time before it starts to move, but that's the whole idea with this stop loss on it. I know there's a level there, but the level is far enough for us to take some partial here. So that's why I took it. And it's just a starter anyways. SPY is bouncing, and I want to make sure that SPY doesn't bounce enough over VWAP. And if it does, I'll take out the Tesla loser, very small loser basically. This is supposed to be a scalp kind of thing anyways, right? And yeah, SPY is bouncing, so it's really choppy. Really choppy. So what do? We're going to be taking out Tesla. Tesla needs to be 750s. Okay. All right, I'm out. So basically what happened is, yeah, it's a very quick small loser, guys. Scalping, really scalping. And yeah, because SPY was bouncing really strongly, guys. I couldn't have really hold it. So choppy price action definitely gets to you. And this is what actually this is in line with my stop loss anyways. What was that? 167.20 was my entry. Unfortunately, a small little loser on Tesla. Very small. It's fine. It's fine. What's up, Mo Mercy? No Mercy. What's up? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Now, as I said on SPY, we are kind of in that choppy zone, the third case scenario. If we start to take the high of days, we might see some continuation to the upside. Yes. But at this point, it is still in that zone where we can call it a choppy day. No Mercy. I'm going to be staying another half an hour maybe. And that's pretty much it. Because I start early. 8 a.m. EST I start. So after the market open, I usually trade about half an hour or 1 hour. I will stretch that out for another hour or so, if people are there to ask questions and stuff like that, be more active. But if it's really quiet, then I'll just leave it, because quiet times are the ones that really gets you. You will start to trade. Just boredom trades happen. You start to see things that's not there and things like that. Like for example, SPY at this point, knowing that when I was doing analysis on the SPY pre-market, I was looking into SPY being weak. Let me rephrase that. SPY being we gave 3 case scenarios, right? One is strength in SPY, one is weakness, where it's going to be weak, right? So we've seen on SPY strength. Okay, so far strength, but we haven't really continued the trend. So the trending environment isn't there. The choppy environment is there, but it's still staying strong. So as long as it stays strong, there might be a chance that it actually could lead to a trending day, which it's trying to do right now, right? So, but at this point it's choppy. So taking trades right now is like 50-50, which I've done on Tesla. which turned out to be a loser, right? So now, if you want to be really sure, here's the thing what I do. Here's exactly what I do, okay? I create, and it's a very simple concept, guys. SPY usually will do this, okay? Come on. What SPY will do is at the open, right at the open for half an hour or so, it will start to really chop around. Look at this, guys. Yeah, this is your levels, right? The high of day, low of day. As long as it doesn't take that out, you don't take any trade. Oh, no Mercy. Okay, I thought it would be you, buddy. Welcome back, buddy. We missed you. No Mercy, buddy. Let's go. Look at SPY now, right? Rejected strongly from there. Now, is this the real move? It could be, because the force that's coming with this, and considering yesterday was a red day, we might see a continuation to the downside. So our second case scenario, which was weakness in SPY, could actually be true. And as long as we're getting into green to red area territory. If that's the case, then we will definitely look weak on SPY, but it still could bounce from these areas here. It could still bounce, but we'll see. We are still in that chop zone. Oh yeah, I didn't pay attention to the same image. Yeah, I didn't pay attention, sorry. I couldn't pay attention to it. My eyes are not strong enough to actually go into and yeah, it's pretty much the same, isn't it? How you been, buddy? What have you been doing? No mercy. What have you been up to, buddy? You've got another. By the way, Snickers meet No Mercy. No Mercy meets Snickers. Snicker wants to be options trader as well. He's constantly trading options, mostly major caps, large caps, as you do. So yeah, it'll be good for you to maybe catch up. He's active. Snicker's active on Discord anyway. So if you wanna, help each other out, that'll be great. By the way, Snickers, No Mercy has some experience on options trading, so we're talking few years, so yeah. Let's go, baby. That's what it's all about, guys. Actually, No Mercy, you disappeared, man. I think you won, buddy. You won. No Mercy, by the way, won our bet on the who's gonna work. BZFT, man. I'm gonna come back to the World Cup in a minute, guys. BZFT. Yeah, BZFT is... yeah, I think I missed it. I missed it, guys. I had actually locates for that. I actually bought the locates for it. And this is the choppy environment. This is what I was talking about. Like, look, we are still in that choppy zone, choppy level. Anyways, yeah, well done, buddy. You won. We owe you at least a coffee or something like that when we meet up. Hopefully, in the future, we might actually do a meetup somewhere in between, right? London would be a nice place to meet up, actually, because USA members can fly from USA, and then anybody from the Asian side could fly, right to the center, which will be fair enough, right? We'll see. Yeah, some of them are still tradable. Yeah, I still trade them. I mean, with some decent success for sure. I'm not all the. I don't like the penny stocks. Anything over $3 is fine for me, which is still listed in most of them are listed in the Nasdaq. But yeah, we've been actually quite active with the large caps. We've been active with the large caps quite a lot lately because SPY has definitely been in play, and it's been in a reversal mode. Yeah. There's been a lot of opportunities. Yesterday I traded Tesla. This is what I mean, it's not the greatest trade, but yesterday was a quite successful trade on Tesla. This was the trade. So short, partial, everything out. Long, partial, I think everything out somewhere there. I'm not too sure. I think I raised my stop somewhere under here or something like that. And then it took me out later. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's it's probably here. So both of them, short side to the long side, both were successful trades. So as you can see, definitely in play. And right now, Tesla actually looks like a possible long, only if SPY takes out this level here. Only if SPY takes out. Now, if it does take this out, by that time, Tesla could be running already. Right? Oh yeah, I mean that could be it. Yeah, it could be some whichever you guys. I mean, I'm not too crazy about football, but I really don't mind any match would be a good excuse for a meetup. Yeah, it'll be amazing. Again, this high of day is getting rejected, but let's see if it has strength to actually finally take this out. Now, if it does, there we go. There we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, looking at Tesla long now. Maybe it's early. Maybe it's still early, but I need that to be breaking above. Tesla is still in that congestion zone, which could pop any minute. All right. Well, Snickers, oh, it happens, buddy. Happens. You've been in a streak as well. Remember, you've had some good days. Actually, really good consecutive 5-6 days of green. So, yeah, you shouldn't be complaining, buddy. A losing day or a losing trade was due anyways. Honestly, no mercy. I used to be Arsenal. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be an Arsenal fan for a long time. I mean, since the Thierry Henry days, right? But this, I mean, Arsenal is really. It was gonna give me heart attack, man, every match. So I just I just left it. Yeah. So I mean, it was a great. I mean, it still is. It's still a great club, but I still love the way they play. You know, they actually beat the strongest teams in the world, and they lose to the weakest. That's what gets you. You know, that's Arsenal's trademark. Basically, lose to the weakest in a really embarrassing way, and that's a long on Tesla, guys. So long on Tesla. So yeah, looking good. I'm still early on it, yes, but I feel like this, strength is coming in, and it could still be early. It could still be choppy because we still have the daily level 40250s on SPY. But since we are seeing nice little pattern on Tesla, I feel like it's looking good for a long. So I started right about here somewhere, and I'm gonna wait for it to break that VWAP. So we'll see. Still early. Nice little pattern there that it could break out of, and if it does, it's gonna look good. Too much stress, yeah. I feel like that's the, especially when you're a fan of a club, like a proper fan I'm talking about, then it's stressful. Honestly, it's stressful. And I just don't need it. Just don't need it. Yeah, SPY at that point I was mentioning, like we are in that third case scenario, which is in that chop zone. You want to avoid trading. In fact, I traded short Tesla here still in that chop zone. Guess what? It was a loser. So I don't even listen to myself sometimes. If I had listened to me, then it would not have been a loser. So. But anyways, slowly Tesla is bouncing, so I need this to be, it wants to. The SPY needs to leave this behind, which is 402.30s, 402.20s. It needs to leave this behind, and if it does, it's going to look good with my Tesla trade as well. So let's have a look at Tesla right now. Yeah, Tesla needs to take out that 169, and it's going to look really decent. Come on, Tesla. Okay. There we go, Tesla. There we go. Let's go, baby. And our SPY is taking the highs out, which is looking really decent. So our Tesla long from, let me show you where it is. 168.20s, 168.26s, 168.26s around this area, I believe, is looking rather decent right now. Plus our SPY is not too bad either. Although it's just hanging around the high of day though. It's just not leaving it behind. That's my issue here. Come on. Come on, Tesla. Snicker. Welcome, buddy, from the other side. What happened to your other account? Yep, Tesla is looking decent. Just need that SPY to push a little bit. It's not though. Rejection coming in, which is expected. Just waiting on it. Chop. Again, you know, with the Tesla trade, it's going to be a very small loser. If it does take me out for a loser, it's going to be very tiny, because I'm not going to let it go all the way to where I was initially planning to stop loss. Our Amazon is popping, so we are looking good. We're looking good. This one is quite decent. We need the volume to come up. Volume has been also choppy. As you can see, volume has been really up and down as well. So that's kind of a clue that it wants to stay choppy. Yeah, it's definitely slow. Yeah, definitely slow. And just remember, if we do get series of wide range days, which we did on SPY, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 days of wide range, right? The fifth day is the probability of being narrow range day is quite high. But remember, SPY has been in play, which means if you look back on these days from this trend line bounce days, 380 bounces, right? Every single day we've been getting wide range, wide range, wide range, wide range, wide range. The only time we got was this inside day, kind of inside day, and then this day. Among these 20 days, let's say, we only had like 2 or 3 days of narrow range. So that tells you something. We might be back in an environment where, you know, things are moving fast or bigger ranges. People are copying Snicker already? How dare they? How dare they? You cannot copy Snicker. Although Snicker is quite famous, guys. He's got a YouTube channel, right? You might want to follow him. You can share your YouTube channel, Snicker, if you want. He's quite good with the Call of Duty, I think. I don't know whether you wanted me to share that or not, but hey, I've already done that, so no, can't take it back. Still waiting on the Tesla. In fact, SPY needs to, that rejection is no good, but hey, just gonna wait up here. At least what we're seeing on SPY is rejection comes in, but it's not going further. So that's kind of good sign, and it's hanging around the high of day, which is always a good sign for strength. Let's go, baby. Yeah, he's doing good, man. Smaker's got some decent videos on that. I feel like he's bullying a lot of noobs. This is the rejection that's coming right there. Yeah, there's still choppy environment. Fine, perfectly fine. Still over my entry. Tesla. Let's go Tesla, baby. Okay. Let's go. Was I not mentioning Sophie? Was Sophie long opportunity? Yeah. Right now, Sophie looks not too bad. If we do start to, for possible longs, by the way, Sophie. SOFI. Just need that SPY to be trending a little bit though. Oh, you don't even play anymore. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess trading has taken over your hobby, which actually is a good thing. Is you're actually being a little bit more productive, anyways. You're working towards your future. So, I mean, I'm not saying that playing games isn't, but it's kind of is. But it's for fun, anyways. It's just enjoyment. If Tesla starts to drift down, guys, I might take a break-even loser here. Yeah, it's just I want to be patient with it, but I want to exit. Yeah, I'm gonna be exiting, guys. Tesla. I'm just gonna wait for this candle to close. Candle closes red, and I'm out. Doesn't want to close red though. Doesn't want to close red. Hold on. Okay. Still waiting on Tesla, actually. I almost got out of it, but what I'm seeing on SPY is not what I like. What I'm seeing on SPY is not what I like. All right, so I'm going to be out of Tesla. It doesn't look good. I'm out. A small winner on Tesla, guys. Just about 127, 168.20 to 168.30. It's about 20 cents winner. Break even. Break even. So I'm break even on Tesla. It hasn't gone that far. So this trade was a small loser. This trade is a small winner. Where did I get out? Somewhere there. Small break even, guys. Break even. What an exit though, right? What an exit. It probably would have taken me out on the break even anyways. So yeah. Yeah, that's probably why. And now it takes me out. Tesla takes me out, and obviously it's going to run because I have to leave. Today has been strange. The only thing I took for some decent profit was from my swing XM, which kind of is looking forward for another add point here, actually. Let me just deal with that, actually. I'm just going to leave. Dude, it's coming back, though. It's coming back, though. SPY's coming back. Coming back, though. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it, guys. Yeah, definitely looking bullish for sure. SPY is definitely looking. Look at this, right? We are actually at the highs. We're actually literally attacking the highs over and over and over again. And the pullback, look at this pullback, right? Barely any pullback. So really, definitely, at least now, looking much better than before. Look at this, right? Okay, I'm going to do this for you. Look at this. This is a trending environment, guys. Look, this is a trending environment. Yeah, Tesla long is going to look really nice now. The SPY takes it out. Look at that, right? So, but now, if you were to look over here, what does that look like, right? This is where you want to avoid. This is where I most of the time are trying to avoid my trades, because all of those are going to chop you around for small losers, that builds up. There you go. Now is the time. And in fact, from here onwards, from this move onwards, that's when I started looking into Tesla, remember? Because I do tend to enter early, yes, I know, but you gotta notice change in the environment a bit earlier. Look at that. There it goes. And it's looking great, guys. SPY is looking decent, and yeah, I could have held Tesla, maybe not. That's fine, guys. I'm gonna regret that. Yeah, in choppy environments, is the VWAP just doesn't get respected. Also, remember the first half an hour on the VWAP, on SPY especially, doesn't really get respected that much. Let me tell you something about VWAP, okay? Or any, or most of the moving indicators or dynamic indicators. I'm talking about the ones that changes over time or follow the price or things like that, like EMAs, for example, right? Or ATRs and stuff like that. Or SARs. There's something very important you have to understand, which is if the price is going on and off, like, okay, above, beyond, above, below, above, below, above, below, ignore that dynamic indicator completely. Completely. So in this case, why didn't I talk about 20 EMA at all? Why? Because SPY was destroying 20 EMA. There was no respect at all because it wasn't a trending environment. Why is it respecting now? Because it's a trending environment. That's how you know. That's why I was telling you between these lines, we are in a very bad choppy environment, which was a third case scenario from our pre-market analysis, right? So something very crucial to understand about these indicators are even VWAP. If we see on and off of VWAP, we are in the chop, right? We are in the chop. If it starts to respect it as it goes further beyond it, if we start to see extension from these, then yeah, that's a different case scenario, which we are seeing right now. Look at this. This is daily level, guys. Breaks it, and then 403 is also there. So it's rejecting from 403. See if this holds now. This is actually an area right here. Okay. BZFT already gone down. That's the one that I missed. And there was another one that I was looking at. MSGM. Ooh, MSGM really went for it, guys. Nobody looked at this. Wow. Whew. MSGM, guys, from the gapper. Wow. Okay. I was kind of short biased on this one. This is gonna halt up, right? That's gonna halt. Yes, sir. That's probably a halt. Wow, what a move. This is gonna create some decent opportunities, guys. Even today, maybe late, tomorrow. Hopefully this stays like this for today so I can benefit from it tomorrow. But I don't think so. I think it will, yeah, it's a halt. 1243 is a halt, guys. Wow, what a move, huh? What a move. Okay, here's something that very interesting, and this happens quite a lot with the gappers. Okay, very interesting. This is quite important. Now, I'm showing this because it worked out, and it's easier to show you it something that has worked out. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we have this can also be a really successful strategy. You can note this down, and in fact, I look for these things, and then I'm gonna end the stream. We have a gapper. For whatever reasons, the stronger the catalyst, the better it is. So you can actually mark the catalyst. If it's a strong catalyst, why is gapping up, then you can mark that up, yes. Usually if it's a good gap up, and if there's a lot of people who is involved in this early on the gap, then they will start to adjust at the market open or before the market open, they will start to unload their shares, basically profit taking. So this is the result of profit taking, not that. This here could be the result of profit taking. This also is a result of profit taking. If a gap if a gapper is under VWAP, which is usually weakness, right? We are looking at fade off. But if that gapper for half an hour, for 1 hour after the open starts to hang around and it starts to do this, okay, we are seeing a curl up. This is why I keep on mentioning on the stream, curl up. If it starts to curl up over VWAP, be very careful shorting that thing. Be very, very careful because it's building it up. Why? Because it's still a very strong stock, guys. If you look at from 3 gap all the way to, let's say at that point 7s, that's still a huge strength, right? So be very careful with the curl up. In fact, they can actually benefit from it when you start to see something that has gapped up and is drifting down, but it's not drifting fast enough and is curling back over the levels. In this case, it reclaimed the 200 EMA. And in fact, if you pay attention to this level here, I want you to pay attention to this area. So it curls, it goes down. This is weakness, right? It's showing, it's not very pure weakness, but let's say that's a weakness. Goes under the VWAP, under the EMAs, under the 200 EMA and starts to drift down. At this point, it's weak. But things have changed here. We are seeing a very tight consolidation, and this consolidation usually should bring up down move, especially under 7s. Now, if it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, then usually it's the opposite is true, especially for these kind of gappers. Now look at this, reclaims the 20 EMA, reclaims the 200, and look at this little congested area, guys. This is pure beauty. Pay attention to this. Pure beauty. Look at that. Okay. Inside candle over inside candle, and that's where the breakout happened. That's your opportunity there. Okay. Now, if you didn't find the opportunity there, let's say you're not an early entry guy or whatever. I would have taken that. I usually take early entries. Like for example, Tesla. I'll give you a Tesla example. I was way early. I was way early. But anyways, let's say you didn't really sort of take that. Okay, it takes over the VWAP, pulls back, but the VWAP is still holding now, and you have to go back and see what it did. We are seeing a curl back action. Curl back. Look at the volume. You want to stay with the volume. This candle would have been your opportunity. And then beautiful breakout and continues and never looks back basically. So 2 things you can learn from it, major things, which is a gapper was supposed to fade off and looked weak, but it's not fading off fast enough and is actually creating this pattern, be very careful shorting that thing. In fact, maybe look into longs, especially with the volume. You want to be with the volume. See if it pops with the volume, and you want to stay with that. In this case, it was a long here. So yeah, that is something that you can always find on the gappers. And this usually doesn't happen. Most of the gappers, I'll show you an example actually. Today, BZFT. No, not BZFT, sorry. The other one. Which one I was looking at? I want to show you another gapper. BZFT was short opportunity anyways, but gapper. Okay, yeah, this is the one. This is the complete opposite of it. Okay, this is complete opposite of it. What happens? It gaps up and it starts to drift down. Right at the open, it starts to drift down. So that's weakness. Okay, so now why? I actually traded this short, and I was not patient enough to hold this until for the drift off. But anyways, that's a different trade. But the difference between that one and this one is this did not curl up. This did not curl up slowly over claiming all the EMAs, right? This was actually, if you look at it, this is broken down 200, broken down VWAP, broken down all the EMAs, and it's all the EMAs are under it. And not a single time it actually broke the EMA. So that's the difference between this and MSGM. MSGM over here was actually reclaiming all of the EMAs. Pay very good attention to this, because it's going to be you can actually create a really decent strategies from this just on this special thesis, guys. I'm giving you a lot of information here and a very crucial and important concept here. Please research this and look back in the charts that didn't done a gapper and gap and go, something that ran almost, I will guarantee you, almost 60-70% of the time you will find these curl back up over the VWAP with decent volume, and it continues to go. So pay attention to this. Anyway, so that is, look at that, guys. Gaps up, halts, halt, and okay, so I don't want to, yeah, there's something very interesting happened here, but it's something that I want to, maybe I can talk about this in the future, guys, because it's going to take a long time. This whatever happened here, right? Something really, really unusual happened, and usually this follows after that. But it holds up, goes crazy, and yeah, beautiful. Yeah, this is also one of those that I wanted to share in the YB Elite. This is a very, very successful one, but the thing is, with this one, Oasis, it doesn't happen all the time. You see a lot of gappers, and first of all, gap and goes don't happen. Let's say we have 10 gappers in a week, right? Among them, there will only be 3 of them that's going to go gap and go. Like, the percentage is very low. So among the 3, we might not even have one of them that actually does this thesis, that does this price action. But let's say among let's say 20 trades, 20 gappers, then we might be able to find that one that goes like this. And it doesn't, I mean, this is a really like nice extreme case, but if you can actually wait for that specific strategy, it's a very high probability strategy. You will actually avoid a lot of noise, which I do tend to get into. Take notes for me. I'll take notes for you. I've been taking notes for you. Welcome to the stream. Take notes. Market, as I said, bull market is in play. if you want to hear that. But anyways, jokes aside, yes, market is looking good. We were looking at a very chop, as you can see, between these low of day, high of day, this between that. And I was mentioning, if it doesn't break this, guys, we are still in a chop. Be careful trading anything. And it broke it now. It seems like it wants to slowly trend higher. Trend, you know, still respecting the 20 EMA, as you can see. So it's a medium trend. It's not a very fast trend, which is kind of understandable. Why? Because we had quite a few days that were very, very high, wide range. So again, we might see a narrow range day today. And if we do see a narrow range day and also an inside day, that will give you a nice opportunity for tomorrow, guys. Actually, take notes. You will be quite comfortable in this stream, because we do talk about a lot of swing ideas, and I've been looking into a lot of swing ideas as well. So yeah, I'm going to be starting to share that every now and then, so just bear with me. But my main stream, my channel, is purely about day trading, right? When environments change, then our day trading does really, really well. But when the swing environment comes in, which in fact we are in an environment where swings, especially on the growth stocks and larger caps, will start to look really good. So if you are a long-term trader, I think you are in a good position at this point. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, I mean, on I haven't looked at, but on is looking, yeah, it looks kind of good. Yeah, on has been good. Strength coming in. When is the earnings on it? 20. So earnings are in about a few days. So that'll be interesting. If earnings takes out this area here, you would look good on actually. If it takes out 75, 76s, yeah. Beautiful. Sneaker, don't worry about it. SPY again, as I said, a nice trending environment. Look at this now. Before it wasn't respecting the 20 EMA at all, right? Apart from here, it respected it because it wants to break that high. But now, from here, you see the respect now? You see the respect on 20 EMA because it's trending. That's why you want to use the right indicator for the right environment. Right indicator for the right environment. Right tool for the right job. If that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, if you're not into those things, don't pay attention to that. But then that's just general idea. It tries to give you the. I read it long time ago, and maybe something better is there. And yeah, I mean, Tesla just was too early. Tesla just too early. This long, too early. Just this one takes me out, and then off it goes. This was the whole idea. But we can't read the future, right? We just whatever. Like, here's the thing, guys. What do you control? What are you in control of? Like, nothing, right? Apart from except one thing, which is your risk. Okay, you can control your risk. That's the only thing you can. How much you lose is up to you. How much you win. Is in your control. How much you lose. So if you can control your risk, the rest will come in due time. Just learn to control your risk. That's all I would say. Our swing XM is fine. I mean, it's just chopping around. It's fine. Might have to add to that. MSGM is squeezing again, guys. Ooh. What a squeeze. It might hold up again. What's the hold level? Actually, 1770s. 1770s is going to be hold level. Right about here, actually. If it makes a new high, that's a hold. That's a hold. Unless it doesn't. Now, it's going to hold up, right? So it's about trying to hold up. I think there's a lot of unloading coming in right now. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Okay, that's a halt. That's a halt. There you go. Awesome stuff. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Take a note from whoever is looking in the position trading or swing trading side of things. Yeah, you just want to be like, for example, when the war in Ukraine started, just as soon as it erupted, in fact, even before that, I was mentioning, like, guys, if there's an investor or if there's people who are like looking into long-term investments, energy stocks, right? And whatever comes from Ukraine, like, do your research, guys. What comes from Ukraine? What comes from Russia? Like, especially to Europe, guys. There's a lot of things that come from Ukraine, guys. I think wheat is one of them. Wheat, come on, guys. That's a necessity, right? So you got to be thinking ahead. Like, what COVID times, huge opportunities, guys. I know it's a really tough times. Huge opportunities. Like, you've got to think ahead of the crowd. What it's supply and demand, pure and simple, guys. What's going to drive the demand up? And what happens in cases of war? What happens in the cases of oil shortages, all that. So yeah, beautiful trade. Kind of very badly missed, I guess. I wouldn't call it badly because at that time SPY was actually within the chop zone, so I wanted to exit it for a break even, but now it's flying. Sometimes you gotta get lucky, huh? Yeah, I mean you gotta move in a little bit faster than the crowd. That's the whole point. And I think these days AI being in the sector that's coming along. I mean, it's not ready yet. The world probably isn't ready. But I think what's happening is, especially with the chat GPT, everybody's talking about it, right? Everybody knows about it. Like now what's going to happen is remember the COVID times, right? Any company that had vaccine written on it, on any of its title, right? It could be just on the profile. That stock started to shoot up. Like we had probably hundreds of stocks that had the vaccine-based thingy, and they disappear, right? There were no bases for the company, but they did really well because that was the sector that was hot. But whoever got in the first or the earliest were the winners on those, but then the rest got really like killed on it. Now, if you remember the EV sector, right? EV sector heating up, especially with this Tesla's early moves. I'm talking 3 years ago. There were a lot of other EV companies that was actually really sort of way underpriced, and one of which was actually NIO that I took. I might have taken this on. No, I think this was way before stream, when I started streaming. So this one, NIO, is a good example. Why? Because I started taking this NIO long from 3.4s, right there somewhere, right? And look how early that is, right? 3.44s, and I actually took out everything on 20s. In hindsight, it looks really horrible, but it was a really great trade. So you're gonna have to be slightly ahead of the curve. That is true pretty much for everything, but especially for investment side, swing trading side, you've got to be a little bit clever, ahead of the curve, basically. And take notes if you are a swing trader or a position trader, as in long-term trader. Share ideas, man. Like we have a Discord. Let me just write the Discord. Hopefully you have joined the Discord, and just share ideas. And let the community benefit from your information, and maybe you'll benefit from our information, what we have to say, right? So that's what this whole stream is about, guys. Finding people who can actually help each other out. All right, guys. I think beautiful moves on Tesla, as you can see. Really nice, very strong. Relative strength is definitely there compared to SPY. If you can see, SPY is actually drifting down now. It's rejecting a little bit, but Tesla is like, what is going on with SPY? I don't care. I'm gonna just creep along. So sorry, Oasis, it's actually on Twitch. Sorry, guys. We are talking with the take notes. For me, is actually talking about. We were talking about just benefiting from the environment and basically sort of trying to sort of get in early on certain case scenarios, certain environments. But I think his chat is not showing up on YouTube. That's the issue here. right? I think there is a way to bring the chat to YouTube as well, but I just haven't found. I mean, if anybody knows, please help me out here, because that would be great if somebody could, because these are really like nice topics to discuss, but we want to make sure everybody can read what our take notes for me is writing. By the way, I'm replying to take notes for me from Twitch. So if you think, yeah, I think there might be a way to do this. I've heard somewhere, or I've written it, read it somewhere, but I'll look into it, guys. I'll look into it for sure. But yeah, definitely a nice little strong market, and yeah, this is turning out to be exactly what we've been looking at on SPY. On SPY, we have been looking at, you know, really nice reversal pattern right here, and then it confirmed by the higher lows here, swing highs, and we are actually over 400. So it's really looking good for a long bull market, especially if it starts to take out the 410. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, I mean, if anybody knows about how to show Twitch's chat into YouTube, please let me know, because I've seen that before, and it can be done. I'm pretty sure it can be done, but I have to check it out. Anyways, so take notes for me. Thanks for being here, and I know it's a bit late for me. I need to go, unfortunately. I wish I didn't have to, but I have to. But if you ever want to join us once in a while, 8 a.m. EST is where I start streaming, just before the market open, basically an hour and a half before the market open. Why I do that? Because sometimes I will trade the pre-market, and also it gives me a huge amount of time to discuss what I'm looking for on that specific day. So trade idea, basically ideas of trades, trade ideas, sharing ideas, and going through my thought process on that day. So, oh, no, it's okay. I mean, for people who are gonna watch the recording, it's gonna be nice to see them actually like have at least a reference point where what's happening, right? I'm talking. But on YouTube, if somebody watches the recording, they probably wouldn't see what's going on, right? And they'll be like confused, like, what's happening? What's he talking about? Like, I'm not a pro, guys. I'm not a pro streamer, right? Pro streamers, I've seen them do this, right? And I can't do that. They will read the chat as if it's exactly as it's written, especially if it's a question, right? For example, Oasis writes, I'm not seeing the comments you're replying to, YB. Weird. YouTube chat, maybe? Right? That's how that's how, and they will do that. And I'm not a pro streamer, guys. You can clearly see I'm a trader. I'm not. So I'm just responding to what I see on the chat. And it could be from the Twitch or it could be from YouTube. So don't, whoever's watching the recording, guys, don't get confused. There might be questions from coming from Twitch or other platforms. So bear with me. But earlier I explained about this thesis of gap and go, the gap and go reversal, kind of gap and go setup strategy. Pay attention to that if you can, and maybe go into it a little bit, research it, and do your due diligence on that specific idea or specific thesis. Trust me, it's going to help you a lot. All right. And if you have any questions, just come back to us on Discord. You can ask questions on the general chat as well. Wow, this MSGM is just not stopping, guys. MSGM is just like hold fest. This is what a pure squeeze looks like, guys. I haven't seen this for a long time, and I hate to go in this kind of situations, but there's no way I'm gonna be trading this thing. But it's pure entertainment to watch, and it's not good to say that because you know, over here, guys, this is a lot of accounts, especially short sellers account, are being blown up right now, right? Especially short sellers, right? From if somebody's gotten trapped on this one, oh, that's a really good one for sure. But that needs to hold down now. From tens onwards, if short sellers are squeezed on this one and they haven't really gotten out, which they usually wouldn't on these kind of stocks, this is where accounts get blown. This is gonna blow a lot of accounts, guys. The way it's gonna, no, this is, yeah, how unfortunate it is, but this is just, yeah, this is crazy, guys. Like, this is an account killer, especially people who short the front side. Never short the front side, but they will, because 9 out of 10 times it works, but that one time it doesn't. That's when you get your accounts blown, because you don't have a specific area where you want to put the stop. Let's say, for example, you're shorting the front side here, right? Shorting the front. Oh, it's looking good, looking good. You have a you don't have a stop because you think this is going to hold, and it doesn't, right? It doesn't. This doesn't hold, and you say, okay, I'm going to wait for a pullback. And pullback never comes back. Never comes. By this time, you're already down huge on the account, and there's nothing you can do. And after this, seeing this, you're not ready to come out anyways. It's saying, okay, this is the rejection, guys. This is going to hold down now. And you know what? More players get trapped. More short sellers get trapped. What happens? A hold up again. Okay? Now, there's no selling at all. There's no selling. Why? Because people are panic buying back their short selling. So they're basically pure panic exiting of their shorts. This is what creates the short squeeze, guys. That's your short squeeze. Pure short squeeze return on it. What a squeeze. What a squeeze. Anyway, guys, I wish I could stay, but we'll see. This is going to produce some decent opportunities tomorrow in the next coming days. And hopefully it stays up like this and it doesn't drift down all the way to 10s or 14s. And if that's the case, I'll be gutted. But if it stays anywhere over 20s, I'll look forward to trading this thing tomorrow, next day. Can't wait. All right, guys. Great day for me today. Okay day, I guess. Kind of like a break-even day, but a lot to learn, a lot to discuss. And thanks for being here from the Twitch and the YouTube. And I will see you guys tomorrow, 8 a.m. EST. Be there. See you guys.